Nizamudheen V. He is the founder and CEO of Toolyt. Nizamudheen is a product leader focused on building secure, agile mobile solutions. And apart from being a friend, he is also made Toolyt, which is a mobile-first platform designed for insurance sales teams. They are enhancing data security, reducing turnaround times, and also strengthening customer and partner relationships. Nizam has been at it, I think, from the last 6 years or 7 years now. 6, 7 years now at this company, and he's actually acquired a lot of insurance clients as well. I'm sure you'll be able to see the value prop very, very soon on your screens.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for the introduction. Myself, Nizam, I'm one of the founders of Toolyt. I would like to begin with a quick quote by Theodore V. The task of art today is all about bringing chaos into order. So we're going to talk about what salespeople are going through every day. So at Toolyt, and as you know, if you're running a sales team across India in multiple channels, I'm sure they're going through a lot of chaos, especially in managing customer data, relationships with the partners, agencies, or let's say bank, if you're into bank assurance and all that. And our mission is to simplify the chaos they're going through, especially by delivering right messages at the right time, helping them capture the data without even entering the data. And we're actually going through some of the samples on how we're simplifying the life of a sales guy. So our product is called Toolyt. It's a platform which has multiple modules by default, which is built as a modular component where you can pick and choose what you want to use it for your sales team. So from the lead creation, lead management, renewals, collaborations, and onboarding, we take care of multiple aspects of sales management. But before going through all the details, I'll focus a bit more on the intelligence that we've built, especially focusing on the productivity of the sales team. We call it Toolyt Dot. Toolyt Dot is your sales assistant, which will come with you, stay with you, help you decide the right actions to do on a everyday basis. What it does is, so before we get into what it does, let's talk about a couple of problems that, especially in the insurance segment, what people face when they are meeting customers, when they do the engagement with the partners. Number one and most important problem is the collection of data. There is a very low data that is collected by the sales team, especially because of the low adoption. And they are kind of lazy or they don't have time to collect the data. We'll let you know how we are solving that problem. And due to the collection is literally less, there is a big gap in analyzing the data or limited insights in terms of what to do on a daily basis. And this is also takes a lot of effort in getting my daily plans, getting my daily actions done, because there is not enough data to sort of figure out in terms of what are the 10 activities that I should be focusing today. And why this data actually matters. Number one, the data is going to help you engage with the right customers, right partners, right agencies at the right time. Also, it helps you to take the right decisions. Which customer should I be meeting today, or what should be the communication that I should be making? So it also helps you do the right decisions. This also helps the managers to understand the skill gaps, especially to figure out what is the support that I should be extending to my sales team. And the most important is to build a relationship with your customers and leads and prospects. All this data is going to be very, very, very important. And what we do with Toolyt Dot is, most importantly, three things. One, we help you collect the data by minimal data entry or even zero data entry. I'll show you how we are going to do it by literally not entering a data. How are we helping your sales team to collect the data? That's number one. Number two, based on the data that we consume from the field, from the sales team, also from multiple systems that you own internally, we help you create actionable recommendations. And it's not about just creating recommendations, it's also about delivering those recommendations to the sales team. I will also show you some samples on how we are doing that. And most importantly, you just don't have to deliver the recommendation, you need to collect the feedback. So we'll also show you how are we collecting feedback, which is going to train your models back and say, okay, this is the right decision that you've taken. Also, this is going to help to do the proactive contextual alerts. I think I should take the right decision at the right time. So how we are consuming the data and delivering at the right time to the sales team is also something that we will show you. And I've discussed already about importance of data. People, if you look at any enterprise tools, adoption is a big problem for the enterprises, and we will show you how we are solving that problem as well. And the last is the skill gap. As a manager, as an L1, L2 manager, how am I helping my sales team with the data sets? This is also something that I would like to show you. What I'm going to get into is a couple of screens, actual screens of our application. These screens are derived from multiple data sources. This, we will look at customer engagement data, we will look at lead data, we will look at a lot of marketing data. The data can be defined based on your different sources, and we generate context. So this, one of the sample is, I will show you the actual screenshot. So you can see there is a chatbot coming on top of your screen. So as soon as, let's say there is a call from your customer, there is a call, outbound call to your customer. As soon as the call is done, the system identifies the call is done to XYZ person. It could be a bank manager, it could be a customer, it could be an agent. It also analyzes the time, when was the last call done, how much, what was the duration, etc. And this does the data entry automatically for you. You don't have to do all this data entry. This does automatically. The only thing that you have to input will be, what was the conversation all about? So this conversation all about could be a voice to text, or it could be a plain text also. So why this is very important? All this conversational data is going to help you score your leads or partners in a best possible format, even to decide when should I meet him next, right? And the data that I'm showing here is automatically captured by the system. I'm just giving you one example. There are many examples like this. All of this, let's say that if you're a sales guy doing a meeting and you had a missed call. So this will understand this is the customer where you had a missed call. The moment you're out of the meeting, it understands that you've moved out of the meeting, and then it understands that you have a free slot. This will recommend you saying that you have a meeting, you had a missed call, would you like to call him back? So I'm just giving you samples again. This could even be a meeting that you're on the way. I'm done with the meeting at 1 o'clock. I have a meeting at 4 o'clock at HSR. So it seems like I have a 30 minutes travel, but there is a 1 hour gap in between. So it recommends, on the way that I'm traveling, are there customers that you could probably meet? And this recommendation could be a lot of logics inbuilt, like based on, let's say, best possible closures or whatever it is. And this is another most important feature. Let's say you're getting a call. So this happens in the sales industry. There is a lot of churn. They literally go from one company to other, and transfer of this lead or customer happens very usual. So let's say that if I'm getting a call from a customer, which is not there in my contact list, what it happens is you can see a penguin down below. Just like the Truecaller, you can just imagine how Truecaller works. We understand which is the customer. If it is a customer, it'll come automatically like that on your screen, and we'll give you some couple of snapshots in terms of what you can probably talk to him about. So, for example, there is a policy discussion that is going on, or there is a ticket that is raised by the customer. So instead of just taking a phone and asking, who is this? Rather, you could start getting into the actual conversation straight, right? So this is going to simplify and make your relationship better with your customers. Also, a couple of samples. So what I was talking previously was about collection of data automatically. Now we are talking about providing personalized nudges for better decision making. So this could be another sample where it gives you a right time and right person to meet based on your calendar availabilities. Or let's say that another third point is capturing feedback. So it's not about just collecting data, not about creating recommendation. It is also about collecting a feedback after delivering those recommendations. So we also do that. What you see here is a sample on, just say I'm done with a meeting, it came out of the meeting, it can automatically pop up with a certain set of questions. This could be a random question, and these questions can be pre-configured based on the category, type, product line, etc., etc. And the only time I'll take to answer is a second. I can simply swipe left or right, which comes to the feedback. So the biggest problem with any industry is getting people to enter the data. We're trying to minimize it to seconds. So normally, if I want to enter a call details, I have to open the app, go to the profile, click on the plus button, duration, all that bullshit, and then enter the data, which nobody likes and nobody does. But here, what we're trying to do is we're delivering pre-configured based on a lot of contextual data They're simply swiping right or left or just tapping, and that gives you a lot of feedback. Another sample is, let's say, this is another sample for the swipe. This could be a question asked just after the meeting. Similarly, there could be pop-ups coming at multiple intervals, so we send this to supervisors, especially to understand how this team is doing at regular intervals. Or this could be a pop-up that comes to my screen at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock when I start my work, consolidating what I should be focusing today. Also, let's say if I'm doing a training, as part of my training, there are sessions that I should capture questions and understand how much of that training has done successfully so far. So you can deliver your questions at random, let's say after a week, if a training was supposed to be finished in a week. And these are some samples, by the way. So like this, what we do at Toolyt is collect your data, consolidate your data, create contextual actionable recommendations, deliver those recommendations, collect feedback. These are the 4 important things. And what we promise here is we try to make it as minimal as possible so that they don't have to keep entering or opening the app to enter these informations. Back to Toolyt as a platform. So I spoke about just one feature of Toolyt, which is the intelligence feature that we built. It is also available as an SDK. So if you have Salesforce or any platform that is currently with you as a lead management solution, we can always plug on top of it as an SDK, and this can work with your existing solutions, by the way. We've already implemented in insurance, banking, lending companies so far. Back to the platform. With a limited time, I'll quickly walk you through the platform as well. So these are the 8 areas. Intelligence, the last piece we already discussed. Rest of the areas are like, especially on the lead management part, distribution of lead, collection of lead, allocation of lead, deduplication, scoring. So we take care of the entire lead management funnels. Also, the sales activities, you can build your own sales activities types and what data to collect, etc. Also, we have built a lot of integrations, especially from the India Stack point of view. We have got Sibyl, CRIF, Enash, all that India Stack integrations are pre-built, so you can build your own workflows to onboard your customers. And the best part is these are all agile and handy. We don't have to come and build any flows. You can build it by yourself. So you don't have to depend on us or an SI to build all this. Also, we have an inbuilt training platform. When you onboard a new customer, it is easy for you to extend the training materials and they can get trained. Also, from a renewal point of view, you can literally automate all your renewal process. This could even, we have our own native dialers, cloud calling and all that. So this will also help you get your renewal flow properly managed, doing the right assignment, right time, etc. We have also built a lot of features, especially enabling collaboration. So where your team can work with each other, this will literally reduce the number of, that is the most important point that we look at. For example, when we work with any customer, certain data sets that we look at is the turnaround time for dispersing a loan or issuing a policy. We help you reduce that eventually with a lot of collaboration features. Plus productivity, we've built a lot of features like goals, campaigns, contest. And all of these are modular. You can enable and disable the way you want. And you can also make it by division, by branch. So all these are like do it yourself. Couple of use cases. So we've already implemented in Future Generally on the NTU. We are capturing a lot of data from multiple OEMs and dealers. And we are sort of using our data to create a lot of actionable insights and delivering it to multiple stakeholders at Future Generally. We have also done, so in the interest of time, I'll skip the slide. But again, the whole integration was done in such a way that the data is consumed from multiple sources. It is orchestrated in such a way that it is consumed easily by multiple stakeholders, and we're also giving recommendations there. Sure. Yeah. Can I go? Sure. And it is delivered through the app and mobile applications of ours. Similarly, we have also done recently a pilot with one of the banker. So what we are doing is, one of the major problem statement was, they wanted to keep their relationship strengthened with their bank partners. So we have done a lot of data analysis and crunch, and the output was we're able to get their engagement improved by a great extent. We were able to also increase the number of frequency of meetings, which is very, very, very important. So how do you decide which customer I should be meeting today is controlled with a lot of parameters. And we were doing it automatically by the system. And this was in turn improving our recommendation. And the most important part is we were able to see out of 90% of the recommendations we give, they were accepting it and they were taking actions on top of it, which resulted a lot of conversions by default. Similarly, we also worked with another company focused on the agency, where we kind of covered the complete path wherein it starts with the agent recruitment that goes till the renewals. Especially, they were facing challenges in getting predictable revenue and engagement, especially with the partners. And we sort of implemented our Toolyt platform, and we were able to get achievements like get the faster onboarding. We were able to get the engagement up by 30%. Lead conversion was also higher because both the teams were on the same platform. We were able to get them to work together. We're working with a lot of big brands in India. Also, we are ISO 27001 certified, SOC 2 certified, GDPR compliant. From a security point of view, yeah, I'm done. That's that minute. From a security point of view, we have taken care of most of the aspects from an encryption, hierarchies, 2FAs, how the data is stored at rest, number masking, cloud calling, so which is something that we always give our priority to. So it's highly secure and compliant. Yeah. So myself, Nizam, I've also got Mr. Baiju here, who is also a partner. He was the ex-CTO of Future Generally. He's also heading our Insurtech. Any questions? I'm here. You can always reach out to me. Thank you so much.